155. That's how many days it's been since I stopped playing zombies on a regular basis. I've only touched it since then 3 times, but I definitely wanted to take a step away from it. Since then, I've been playing a variety of other different games, but lately I've been completely hooked on Doom Eternal and even trying to learn the speedrun for it. While I was playing the latest Doom, I made a promise saying that once I beat the hardest permadeath difficulty, I would make a plan to come back to zombie content, and well, this is the start of me doing that. However, before we go directly into what I want to do for zombies content, there are other relevant things that we need to discuss first. First, I want to talk about why I took a break from zombies content. Just to be blunt and put it out there and honest, the negativity from the community finally got to me and I had to take a break from it. Now, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Everyone can like or dislike games, features, etc., whatever. However, if there is someone who can find enjoyment from something, you let them enjoy it. If you dislike something, don't go making it your life mission to make sure that everyone that does enjoy it hates it all because you do not enjoy it as well as they do. Now, people behaving with this attitude isn't anything new. It's been happening ever since Extinction, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, and even World War II. Throughout all of those games, I was able to just ignore the idiots, do my own thing, and have fun. But with Black Ops 4, this just utterly changed. The game's community got so bad in terms of negativity that it didn't matter where you went or what game you played, people would still come after you if you had even a slight sense of enjoyment from the game. For me, for example, I was playing the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, which came out in 2020, a full year and a half after Black Ops 4 released, and the people were still coming in the chat saying, how can you enjoy that game? It is really shit. You have to stop playing it. Now, I could take this into a much longer rant, and maybe it becomes its own type of video in the future, but just to keep things moving along, the negativity of the community at the point was just way too overwhelming for me, and I just wanted to step away and hoped and prayed to God that it would cool off and, normalcy would return to some degree. So why am I wanting to come back to zombies now? Well, the short and simple reason is I want to be and have a better voice within the community. I don't just want to sit back and hold my views or opinions to myself anymore. I believe that the perspective that I can bring to the table is something fresh and new that hasn't been presented this way before. Now, recently on one of Reed's episodes of Zombros, he said something that really stuck with me. We were all having a discussion, and he said how my perspective was really different, and he really appreciated it because I was more of an advanced player. And I never really thought about this before, but it made me start thinking what made me such a different player. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, I'm the best player ever, yippee! I'm not trying to do that. What I am trying to say is that compared to a lot of other content creators, I have a much wider variety of quote-unquote zombie-related fields, and that's what gives me a unique perspective. Over my 6 years of doing zombies-related content, I've done a bit of everything. I've seen a lot, and I've learned a lot, and I still continue to. But not only that, everything that I have done, I have always pushed to a high level. Now, I'm not saying the best, and I'm not saying I am the best, but everything that I have set myself to do as a goal, I have tried to push myself to the highest level that I could. And that gives me a unique perspective because then I am not just focusing on, specifically high rounding or specifically Easter eggs or specifically the casuals. I see the entire spectrum in a broader way. And I think that is what makes me a different, advanced, unique zombie player. And with being that type of player, it gives me a unique perspective that I want to share with you all. So after all of that, what am I actually wanting to do for my content going forward? Well, you can continue to expect to see all the typical gameplay things. I love focusing on the idea of gameplay and it being the core, so continue to see challenges, speedruns, fun runs, 100% completions of the game if I really fall in love with them, and anything of the sorts. That stuff isn't going away, and it will be continuing to happen with zombies and more. But don't tell zombies people that. They get really mad if you mention a game that's not zombies. The realm that I want to try and explore more into is analysis and discussion videos. This is a completely new territory for me, so it will be interesting, but the ideas I have for videos I'm greatly looking forward to. Some of it will be basic stuff that will give a foundation to stand on for future videos, and then other topics will be there to make you explore your mind and push the boundaries and limits of what you thought you understood about zombies, and even maybe some cross-pollination with other games. These videos will range as well from being based on ideology and facts with as little personal influence as possible, all the way to opinionated videos based on stuff that I've never answered publicly because I've always tried to avoid picking fights with people that are like, your opinion's wrong, Ree! You know? That, yeah, okay, but still. So if there are any specific topics or ideas that y'all would like my take or perspective on, feel free to let me know. And if it's something that catches my interest enough, or if I see there is enough interest for, I'll make it and I'll put it in the list of things to do. Before I wrap up this video, there is one other important thing that I need to bring up. This is my channel. That means I can say what I want, post what I want, do anything I want here, and the people clicking here choose to check out my content for my perspectives and opinions. There will be things that I choose to talk about that I can guarantee make people upset, angry, and potentially never want to watch my channel again. The idea that I want to stand behind going forward is being fully upfront and no more of this hiding in the shadows concept. It doesn't mean I'm going to become an ass or someone that starts bashing on everything, but the idea is to make you think, and that means sometimes facing the truth even though it's something you know that you don't want to encounter. I'm excited for this new journey and very curious to see what the outcomes will become of it all. So I hope y'all have a great day, and always remember to make the smart decisions.